It's coming, and it will not knock twice. Thursday, August 15th, 2025. On the surface, just another day on the calendar. But in the hidden language of the heavens, this is the hour when a rare spiritual threshold swings open. The stars are whispering. The air feels charged, and deep within your spirit, you can already sense it. This is no ordinary week. What's unfolding now is not just cosmic, it's personal. The frequency of endings and divine beginnings is here, carrying keys meant only for those awake enough to see them. God is preparing to open a door for you, one so big that stepping through it will feel like stepping into another version of yourself. If this message found you, it's not by accident. You were meant to hear this before Thursday, so stay with me until the very end, because I'll be revealing a piece of golden guidance you won't find anywhere else. Before we begin, do 3 things. Like this video, subscribe, and comment "I love" space below to anchor this blessing into your reality. On 15 August 2025, the heavens align in a way that is both rare and deeply charged with destiny. This is not just another movement of planets. It is a sacred recalibration of cosmic forces, a divine choreography meant to shift the course of your path. At the heart of this moment is the full moon in Aquarius, a sign of vision, liberation, and higher consciousness. Aquarius is the water bearer, pouring out wisdom to cleanse and awaken humanity. This moon forms a trine to Jupiter in Gemini, amplifying insight, opportunity, and divine expansion. It also stands in a square to Uranus in Taurus, creating an electric tension, a push that forces you out of comfort zones and into the unknown. The air element dominates this chart, fanning the flames of inspiration and carrying your prayers swiftly to the divine. Yet beneath it all, Uranus in earthy Taurus grounds the change, ensuring that the visions received now can take root in your physical reality. This alignment is more than symbolic. It activates a portal between your current self and the version of you that is ready to step into higher service, greater abundance, and deeper purpose. The trine to Jupiter opens mental doors, while the square to Uranus blasts away the rusted locks you've clung to for too long. Think of this date as a spiritual threshold, a doorway in time where your frequency can leap to meet the vibration of your destiny. But thresholds are not crossed unconsciously. You must choose, you must step, you must claim the space that heaven is holding for you. This is the sky's invitation. Will you walk through before it closes? If you've been feeling more tired than usual, if your body feels heavy one moment and weightless the next, if waves of dizziness come without warning, you are not weak and you are not broken. Your nervous system is simply learning to hold more light than ever before. In these days leading up to August 15th, many have felt an ache in the heart, a sudden rush of nostalgia, or tears rising without reason. Some wake from dreams so vivid they linger like smoke in the air. Old faces, lost places, moments from lifetimes past. These are not random. They are the echoes of karmic threads unweaving themselves, piece by gentle piece. You may notice you're more sensitive to sound, to crowded spaces, to even the faintest shifts in energy. Silence calls to you. Solitude feels like medicine. What's happening is a deep soul recalibration, a clearing of emotional debris you no longer need. The mind may resist, but the heart knows. These physical and emotional waves are the body's way of saying, "I am ready to receive more." So, surrender to this process. Let the tides wash through you. You are not falling apart. You are being rewoven in light. There is something about August 15th, 2025, that the ordinary world will miss. But you, chosen one, were never meant to be ordinary. You've heard about the planets and the moon, but what no one tells you is that this date is marked in the hidden calendars of the ancients. The Egyptians, the Maya, the Tibetan mystics, and the Anatolian shamans all understood one thing. Certain days are not just days. They are living gateways, moments when the veil between the seen and unseen grows so thin you can hear the heartbeat of eternity. The Mayan timekeepers believed such days carry the Tzolk'in pulse, a frequency that resonates not with your mind, but with the very blueprint of your soul. The Egyptians called them Sekhem days, windows of concentrated life force energy, when the Ka, your spiritual double, could receive direct instruction from the divine realms. Tibetan lamas would retreat into stillness on these dates, not out of superstition, but because they knew that one word spoken into the right portal could ripple across lifetimes. And in the highlands of ancient Anatolia, shamans danced around sacred fires on nights like this, calling forth the ancestors and the unborn alike, weaving destinies together with smoke and starfire. August 15th hums with this same potency. And here's the hidden layer, the numerology. 1 + 4 = 5, the number of change, freedom, and divine redirection. August is the 8th month, the number of infinity, the karmic loop, and the great balance of as above, so below. Put together, 8 and 5 form 13, the number feared by the unaware but revered by the initiated as the symbol of transformation and rebirth. But we can go deeper still. 2025 itself carries the vibration of 2 + 0 + 2 + 5 = 9. The completion cycle, the final turning before a new spiral begins. When you combine the dates' codes, you find yourself standing in a 13/9 portal, the bridge between death of the old and birth of the infinite. And woven into this energy is the 1111 awakening code, the numeric alignment that serves as a cosmic password. In esoteric numerology, 1111 is the master signal for dimensional shifts. It's the doorway your soul recognizes instantly. The energy of August 14th resonates at this frequency, subtly unlocking the higher 12 chakra system. Yes, 12, not 7. No one tells you this in the mainstream, but the ancient initiates knew that beyond the crown chakra lie 5 more energy centers, luminous spheres that connect you to your star origins, your galactic memory, and your divine mission. On this day, those upper chakras, the stellar gateway, soul star, universal heart, galactic chakra, and divine gateway, are more accessible than they have been in years. What does that mean for you? It means the dreams you've been having, the déjà vu flashes, the sudden intuitive downloads are not random. They're pings from your expanded field, urging you to remember who you are beyond time and space. It means that the emotional waves and body symptoms are signs that your light body is syncing with the higher architecture of the universe. The ancients understood that these alignments are not just about personal growth, they are about planetary service. When enough chosen ones cross the threshold consciously, they anchor a higher frequency into the collective grid. This is why the Anatolian shamans would say, "When you heal yourself on the sacred day, you heal the tribe." And here is the truth most will never hear. Portals are not permanent. They open with a whisper and close with a sigh. You must walk through while the stars are holding the door, or the moment will fold back into eternity, waiting another cycle. So, As August 15th approaches, understand you are being called to step into the ancient stream of those who knew how to dance with the sky. This is not coincidence. It is the map your soul left for you, and the door is right here. The days surrounding this portal will not feel light and easy for everyone. The energy you are stepping into now carries the signature of death and rebirth, the kind of transformation that strips away every false layer until only truth remains. This is not a polite shift. It is a Scorpio-style intensity, the kind of cosmic surgery that asks you to lie still while everything you thought you were is cut away. It will hurt, but it will free you. Death in the spiritual sense is not the end. It is the clearing of old timelines, the dissolving of identities that no longer hold your frequency. And birth, in the soul's language, is not a gentle arrival. It is a pushing through darkness into light, raw and new and unsteady. In this season, both are happening at once. Parts of you are dying, while other parts are being born. And the mind cannot comprehend both truths at the same time. This is why confusion, grief, and strange bursts of hope often swirl together now. To walk through this gateway, you must release more than you think you are ready to. Trauma you've carried since childhood, wounds passed down through generations, belief systems whispered into you by those who were themselves trapped in fear. All of it will rise to the surface. You may feel the old memories playing like films in your mind, smells and sensations you haven't experienced in years suddenly returning. This is not regression, it is exposure. The light of this portal is shining into the corners of your soul where dust has gathered, demanding that you look. You are not being punished. You are being given the gift of awareness, because only what is seen can be set free. The pain you feel now is the echo of shackles breaking, the tearing sound of fabric that was never yours to wear. Some of these wounds do not even belong to you. They belong to your ancestors, to the line of souls whose blood and breath became your own. In releasing them, you do not dishonor them. You liberate them. Every time you forgive where they could not, every time you choose love where they chose fear, you rewrite the story for all who came before you. This is shadow work, not as a trend, but as the sacred act it has always been. To meet the parts of yourself you've exiled, to sit in the same room as your rage, your jealousy, your shame, without turning away, and to ask them why they are there. The answers may not be what you expect. Sometimes the shadow simply says, "I was protecting you." Sometimes it says, "I didn't know how to leave." This is where compassion enters. Yes, it will hurt. The mind will fight to keep its familiar patterns. But remember, familiar is not the same as safe. Familiar is simply what you have survived before. What is coming now is not meant to be survived. It is meant to be lived. When the fire of transformation moves through you, do not try to control its direction. Let it burn what it must. Let it collapse the walls that kept you small. There will be moments you feel like nothing is left, moments when your spirit feels stripped bare. That is when you will see the truth. You are not your wounds, your titles, or your stories. You are the one who walked through the fire and emerged whole. This is the work of the chosen. To face death and still choose life. To become so empty of the old that the divine can fill you with something entirely new. And when you rise from this inner death, you will find that the heaviness you carried for years is gone, not because the world changed, but because you did. The chains are no longer yours, and neither is the darkness that forged them. You are free to begin again. The alignment we are stepping into is not passive energy. It is an invitation that must be met with action. Portals do not open for idle observation. They open for participation. This is why the ancients paired prophecy with practice. Knowledge alone shifts nothing. It is the lived ritual, the intentional act that tells the universe, I am ready. I choose my true path. The rituals I will guide you through are not complicated. They require no special tools you do not already possess. What they do require is your full presence. You are not simply doing these rituals. You are entering a sacred conversation with the forces that are aligning on your behalf. Approach each step as if it were the key to a hidden door, because for you, it will be. We begin with water purification, the simplest yet most profound of all cleansing acts. The ancients knew that water is a carrier of memory and intention. As you step into a warm shower or immerse your hands in a bowl of water, you are not just washing your skin, you are washing your field. Stand under the flow, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. Imagine the water carrying away not just physical debris, but the heaviness of old thoughts, expectations, and fears. With every exhale, whisper to yourself, I release what is no longer mine to carry. With every inhale, feel a quiet strength rising from within. This is more than hygiene. It is a sacred reset of your energy body. Next is mirror journaling, a practice that calls you to meet yourself without pretense. Place a mirror before you in a quiet space. Light a single candle beside it, if you wish, and keep your journal nearby. Look into your own eyes, not the surface of your face, but deep into the space behind your gaze. Ask softly, what am I hiding? Allow the question to echo. Do not force an answer. Let it rise naturally. When it does, write without editing, without judging. The mirror does not lie, but it does reveal gently, offering you a chance to witness parts of yourself you may have overlooked. This practice reconnects you to your own truth, stripping away the layers you have adopted to please others or avoid pain. The third ritual is releasing money fears on paper. Money, in spiritual terms, is energy given form. Many carry not just personal fears about money, but inherited scarcity patterns passed through generations. To free yourself, take a sheet of paper and write down every fear, belief, or sentence about money that feels heavy. I'll never have enough. I'm not worthy of wealth. Money is hard to earn. Acknowledge each statement as something you once held but no longer choose to live by. Then, safely and intentionally, release that paper from your space. You might tear it into small pieces and let it go in flowing water or bury it in the soil as an offering to the earth. As you do, repeat aloud, I am ready to receive abundance without fear. Notice how lightness begins to replace the tension you've carried. From there, we move into third eye meditation. This is not about forcing a vision. It is about becoming receptive. Sit comfortably, spine tall, but relaxed. Bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows, the seat of your intuition. With each breath, imagine a sphere of indigo light glowing there, steady and calm. Whisper to yourself, I see clearly. I trust my inner knowing. Allow images, sensations, or even silence to come. The third eye often speaks in subtlety, through impressions rather than words. Even if nothing happens, trust that you are strengthening your inner sight. Over time, this practice sharpens your ability to discern truth from illusion, especially in moments of choice. The fifth ritual is smudging or incense walking. This is the act of carrying fragrant smoke or gentle aroma around the thresholds of your home, doorways, windows, even the corners of each room. You may use sage, palo santo, or simply incense you feel drawn to. As you walk, envision the space being cleared of stagnant energy and infused with clarity and light. Speak aloud affirmations such as, "This space is protected. This space is aligned with my highest good." In doing this, you are not just cleansing your home, you are sealing it as a sanctuary for the work your soul is stepping into. Each of these rituals has been chosen not for tradition alone, but because they align directly with the frequencies present on this date. They are practical, yet deeply symbolic, grounding, yet profoundly spiritual. Perform them with reverence, not routine. The more consciously you engage, the more you will feel the shift ripple through your inner and outer world. These are not empty gestures. They are the language of the soul, spoken through your body and your intention. The universe listens not to what we say we want, but to what we are willing to act upon. And in these days of rare alignment, every act of conscious preparation becomes an amplified signal, echoing through the unseen realms. When you engage in these sacred practices, something remarkable begins to happen. You start to sense that each action is a bridge. You are no longer moving through your day unconsciously. You are walking with intention, aware that every breath is an offering and every gesture is a seed. This is where the final steps of the ritual path come into play. One of the most transformative practices you can add to your preparation is affirmation anchoring. Words are spells, not in the sense of superstition, but in the way they shape energy. Spoken aloud with conviction, they become vibrational signatures that your entire being begins to match. Each morning and evening, stand in stillness and speak these phrases slowly, as if introducing yourself to the life you are calling in. I am ready. I choose my true path. I trust my unfolding. I walk in alignment with my highest purpose. Do not rush. Feel the truth of each word settling into your chest, spreading through your body like warmth. The more consistently you speak them, the more naturally your mind and actions will begin to align with their meaning. The next step is energy alignment through movement. This does not require elaborate yoga sequences or rehearsed steps. Simply give yourself permission to move in the way your body wants to move. Play gentle instrumental music. Close your eyes and let your body sway, stretch, or turn. With each motion, imagine you are aligning invisible threads between yourself and the energy of the portal. This is movement as prayer, as communion. You are telling the universe, I am flexible, I am open, I am ready to receive. Even 5 minutes of this can shift your state from stagnant to attuned. Then there is sacred space activation, a powerful yet overlooked ritual. Choose a small area in your home to serve as an altar or focal point for your intentions. This could be a table, a shelf, or even a simple cloth laid on the floor. Place upon it items that carry meaning for you: a crystal, a feather, a small bowl of water, a handwritten note with your current intention. This becomes your touchstone, the place you return to each day to reconnect with your purpose. Every time you pass by it, pause, close your eyes, and breathe in the energy you've placed there. Over time, this space becomes magnetized with the vibration of your goals, quietly influencing your energy without you even realizing it. Another potent practice is the night watch, spending a short period of time in complete stillness before bed, allowing the mind to dissolve into silence. The minutes just before sleep are when your subconscious is most open, ready to absorb the last impressions you feed it. Sit comfortably in darkness, breathe deeply, and visualize the path ahead of you, unfolding in light. Whisper to yourself, I am guided. I am safe. I am stepping through with grace. This primes your dreaming mind to receive guidance during the night, often in the form of vivid visions, intuitive whispers, or a sudden clarity upon waking. Finally, there is offering gratitude to the unseen. The portal energy you are working with is not random. It is supported by forces, guides, and ancestral presences that walk with you, even if you do not see them. Set aside a few moments to thank them. You may speak aloud, or simply feel the gratitude in your heart. You might place a small portion of your meal aside for a moment before eating, acknowledging the abundance that has come into your life. Gratitude is not just polite, it is magnetic. The more you recognize the support already surrounding you, the more it multiplies. As you weave these rituals into your preparation, remember, they are not checkboxes to tick off. They are living acts. The moment you approach them as mere tasks, they lose their potency. Instead, treat each one as if it were the most important thing you could possibly do that day, because in a way, it is. Every action becomes a declaration to the universe that you are awake, aware, and ready to step into the space that has been prepared for you. And here is a truth the ancients knew well. The ritual does not end when you stop the action. The shower ends, but the water's cleansing continues in your aura. The journal closes, but the mirror's reflection lingers in your mind. The incense fades, but the clarity it ushered in remains in your home. You carry the ritual with you, allowing it to ripple outward into every conversation, decision, and choice you make.